Hello everyone, welcome back to another installment of Satisfactory. We're on part 11 of our Let's Play so far. As per usual, past streams of this can be found on YouTube at Debbie1212, behind the scenes when I go live, notifications on Twitter, or X nowadays, at Debbie1212TV, and in our Discord, the Divination Station. Of course, if you're catching us later on the YouTube side, do feel free to drop a like or comment throughout the video if you do enjoy it. And feel free to drop your tips, tricks, and comments in the comment section. If you're joining me here on Twitch, welcome in. Feel free to chat and give me suggestions while we play today. We got a few things on our to-do list here. Off air, went ahead and cleaned up our plastic and rubber build from the last two episodes that we had a kind of two-parter going on there, where we did both the plastic and the rubber in the second part, and then we did the poly and the fuel in the first part. Have a quick drink of my drink. Today, basically, we're going to do our tour of our plant. We'll start looking at beginnings of our turbo fuel production, talk about setting up compact coal, and then the turbo fuel refineries. I think that's probably about as far as we're going to get in 3 hours. Throwing together 150-ish of those fuel plants are going to be a pain. So I don't know if we're going to get to doing that on cam or not. But I at least want to get that kind of up and rolling, at least to get to the compact coal setup, which shouldn't take too long. I mean, it's just 36 assemblers is the word, so... with that being said, let us get right into today. We are going to go ahead and take a tour of our lovely factory here that's completed. Took a while to get all the finalized designs and stuff like that. Threw in some cool kind of semi-curves in there with like the diagonals going on your corners there, or at least some of it. We have our little fuel production area in there, and then a lot of our other refineries and stuff like that around the sides. Once we get a actual like roadway system going in the game, it'll hook up to here, but that's the entrance for right now. I kind of have to fly up to it. Just to get inside the bottom, there's a little bit of stuff down there too, but it's nothing that's like done. Not like the main facility itself. If there is a little clipping, I do apologize. It's weird with this game sometimes when you have big builds, and it starts to do some funky stuff with some of the walls and everything like that. I don't know why. It could just be a graphics card thing for me. But looking at this, we come into a main hall. Have our little poly resin facility on the side here, which we might have looked at last time at the beginning of that episode. So poly just gets fled all the way through here. Nice little walkways on the sides with some natural lighting coming in from the top too, just to give it a different, unique glow. Really like playing with the shaders and all that on here as well. The illumination is nice. We'll go into our fuel plant area next. Kind of split between two. I might add some more lights down the side. I haven't decided yet or not. We have our water production going all the way across, coming into our little fuel lines here, and then getting emptied into actual pipes. We go on down this way. This will take us to the actual fuel area. Where all of our power plants are. Yeah, some diagonals in there as well for these corners. I did get my math wrong on how many fuel plants I'd actually need, so I had to overclock a lot of these to just get them up to what they needed to be to burn that excess fuel. In the future, I might come back and add additional plastic and rubber refineries just to kind of burn some more of that and to use some more of our resources and use them. But I really like how the diagonals came out. You do see a little bit of clipping there. It's just because of what I'm using for that. If we used a different texture, probably wouldn't notice that, but it's not hard to see right now. And plus, this room's so big with the fuel plants, I should say. You don't really notice it. So we'll go ahead, we'll walk past back the other side. And you will see some of these are kind of little backlog. They're waiting for more canisters. So I could have filled some more empty canisters into these and let them continue running continuously. Let's go out here into the main foyer. And you'll see there are little doors off to the sides here. These are the behind-the-scenes kind of catwalks here. And you'll see some of that when we're in the this first plastic area here. And we have plastic coming out. You can see this is all behind in the little catacombs of the building itself. It has a little like sneak peek of what's back in there. Plastic's set up the same way pretty much as the poly, just with some different lights to notify that this is plastic. Going on, I think the turquoise looks nice on here. Kind of see what's going on underneath as well. Just to look at some of these behind the scenes stuff here. You can see all the pipes and water come down through there. There's little side accesses down to the lower area with ladders. Go look at this side here. You can see this kind of back-to-back refinery. Look, I think it looks nice. Having it like this. And then you can see this goes back into the other one. So you can access all rooms. It's just kind of like behind the scenes stuff to make it look nice. And this just wraps around here with some more windows. And the reason I like finishing the factories first is kind of to help the game save on frame rate and all that, because of how things are loaded in. So I feel like if you enclose the factories better, it probably saves on all the moving parts of the machines. Down here again, there's another service hall. We go to the rubber, which I use yellow lighting for. You probably noticed that in the last thumbnail that I took a screenshot of this factory. Reason I use yellow stripes on the rubber, since there's no like black light per se, but these look really nice, I think. Everything kind of works out. You can see where the water pipes come in, and they go down the back side, how we had it. And then the two on this end too, for the water pipes, goes up there as well, even with each other. And then they also have some skylighting in here. Go back this way, you can see some more of the internal catwalks. This is our recycled plastic coming out here. And again, I don't know why the game does that with the clipping, but just ignore it. This is a little storage room for stuff, so whenever we pull out like a stack of plastic, it'll go ahead and send all that plastic flowing up through there. So I'm just gonna delete that. We don't need extra stack. But send it all up in there till this is filled, and then it'll stop that. And then the rest still goes over to get rinsed until we start sending it out somewhere else. And that'll eventually back up like it did right there. That means it's done. And same thing here with rubber. And we have our little crafting stations in here. Some more internal guts of the building. You can see down through here. I even did a little decorating along the back side here too, with some of the extra space that we had, just to kind of make it look at least decent. So if you're able to see it, it does have some detail on it. Go back out through factory this way. And this also has some skylight to it. And then more of the internal fuel pipes, stuff like that. And this goes out to that side area that I was talking about. So just to kind of give it a little more depth to feel. But plenty of room to expand this factory if I want to. Then we go back into the fuel plant. So I think it turned out really nice. I really like how it looks. I like the external look of the thing as well. And I feel once we have like the road work in and stuff like that, it'll look even more nice with like pickups for the plastic and rubber. Like these kind of cylindrical columns that it has. Kind of skirt up here. You can see the little smokestacks stick out the tops. You can see these little inner channels of some of the buildings that don't necessarily need to be covered, but can be if I wanted to. But I really like having like this skylight down in and it having like kind of like a little crevice in the building. And then same thing with this one having like this little kind of like crevice in the building, but it also has like column supports. I really like that. Just to kind of give it something different than a completely flat roof. And again, these with these slopes and stuff like that. I really like how those turned out. You can see we have some pipes going down on the back sides of these. Some kind of little flat walls like that could use a little more decoration, I would say, but you're not really facing this way most of the time, so you won't really have to deal with that. There is this whole pressurized oil node here that we could use in the future as well, but we don't have access to that right now, so we can wait. And again, this is also here to this whole oil extractor that's not even clocked up. That's just doing fuel right now. Which maybe we'll take that eventually and make more poly to make our like cloth for our breather thing, whatever it's called. I don't remember. It's like a rebreather, but it's not. It's for like the gas mask. That's the word I wanted to use. Alright. But yeah, that's pretty much the finished product for right now. And I think it looks really nice. So we are going to go ahead and check that off of our list of things to do. And we'll go ahead and start over towards our turbo fuel factory, which is on the whole other side of the map. I could make launchers at this point to start launching us back and forth between areas of the map, but I feel like it's just going to cause a lot of lag if I make the Hyper Tube cannons, and I kind of wanted to keep it more realistic in a sense where yes, it's fast to travel that way, but I feel like you're not going to get very far doing that in the long run. So I might actually use hyper tubes for what they're meant to be used for once we have our road network up, and have a hyper tube lane kind of on that as well, so we can use our roadways instead to travel around. But for now, we'll just use the zip lines that we have on our power lines to get from here to there and back. meant to go ahead at some point and close these factories too. I just haven't really had the time to manage to do them enclosed yet. Some of my stuff is already backed up with my smart parts. My frames are backed up now again. Things that can all get kind of shredded at this point. We also have a lot of coupons now that we're rinsing all that plastic and rubber that's coming through per minute. So we're at 56 tickets already, and we do have a lot of things to buy in the smart shop that we could buy, so I might go ahead and buy a bunch of stuff as well once we print those out, but I don't want to do that right now. I'm going to do that later on. So let's go ahead and continue onward to where we need to go. Can't remember if I actually have a power line that actually travels over there or not. I don't think I do. Skirt over here by the copper factory. A little water generator plant. So I did go ahead and start laying out some foundation, if you can see it way off in the distance over there. Just to kind of get us started on some of this stuff. I also laid out our kind of template of what we're going to be building with all of this. Get on up here, got some supplies going. Bunch of stuff that we'll need. Thought I had a bunch of stuff that we needed. Apparently I didn't load some of these up. Things. Oh well. No big deal. But here is our kind of plan. So I want to use about 225 oil and 900 of coal and sulfur in the area. Pump that into 36 of these and 33 refineries. And we'll get a bunch of fuel, a bunch of more refineries to make our 1,125 turbo fuel. And then we're going to take 1,000 water, all this extra poly, and we're going to send it into 25 refineries for 500 rubber. And then all this fuel is going to go into 150 of these fuel burners. So that is the general schematic. I'm going to say here, give or take, we are probably going to need some overflow for things like poly, to just dump any excess off in an awesome sink. Same thing with maybe our... I think our coal is even, but I would like it to have a backup just in case, so we don't slow down production. So we need to go find our stuff. Our coal is on down here. Underneath our platforms here. We have a bunch of coal nodes. One there, one there, one there, and one there. And our sulfur is up over yonder. Up over there is our sulfur. And our oil is over there. So we're kind of pulling from all areas of this biome to make this product. First things first, we're gonna need 3 miners. Mark IIs, of course. And 3 more miners of Mark IIs. Go ahead and grab some frames. And our portable drills. And I do think I have concrete on me, right? Yes, I do. Well, looking at this, it's not going to be ideal. Let's see. I don't think that reached. Closer. I'm wasting these. Yeah. Does it take like 3 of them? Oh. Died before he even blew it up. Seems legit. Alright, so we got impure, we got a normal, and we got a pure one here. Let's go ahead and grab some foundations. Grab a snap to the world grid here. These up. Same thing on this side. Let's get our 2 constructors, or not constructors, miners. Slap these all down. Like that. Not enough space for leaves. Says who? Drop this mushroom. I'm gonna drop this stuff here too. Right now. Oh, that's fine. Come back for it later, I guess. So the goal is gonna be to have 450 on one line and 450 on the other line. So even though we don't have to fully overclock these, we're gonna keep them to about there. So this will give us 300. And this one will give us 150. So that'll be 450. We have 450 and 450. That gives us our 900. And we'll be sending them out this direction. We'll have to go up one. Probably end up just going over this way. But we'll probably do that with foundations. And we'll make like supporting structures for it. And just kind of find where our building lines up. Which I think it's this one. Looks about right to me. Grab some more concrete. Bring any more concrete? Apparently not. I thought I filled these, to be honest, with resources, but I guess I didn't. That is unfortunate. Okay. So, we'll go grab concrete then. And bring that over. At least the factory is really close, so it'll be too bad of a trip. I'm gonna have to bring power lines and all that over as well at some point. This is so cool. It's funny to see people like clear this whole thing out too sometimes, and it's like all the purple is gone, but it still has a purple atmosphere. It's kind of cool for the quartz, but also spiders in there, and I don't like the spiders. Spiders in the crater as well. But I just kind of have to put up with them, so nothing I can really do about that. Oh, that stopped my momentum completely. Well, we're fine. Scav on back over here. It would be smart if I invest in the universal storage at some point here soon too, since I'm building these bigger projects are going to be kind of all around. So having the universal storage for all of my need to items would probably be best, so I don't have to set up these extra storage bins. Alright. And that'll finish up those guys. So I'm gonna need Mark 3. This will be a Mark 4, and then they'll join up. Let's get a merger. Kind of send this. It's probably gonna be as close as we can get. I wonder if this is gonna hook up okay. Oh yeah. It's Mark 4. This is going to be a Mark 3. And this will spit that out as a Mark 4. That line. This is all just going to be on one line, so we are going to just turn it right there. Let's do 2 lifts. As close as we can. Right up to there. This one will hook. Right to you. And then we'll just power pull these all together in one spot. And then once this is together, we'll run it along a frame for these guys. Which just might get a little wonky here. It is. So here's the thing. I will move this one back one. Just so it can make that turn easier. This one is going to make this turn. I'm going to leave them like that for now. We'll belt the rest of that over later. We're going to go probably up with concrete walls right now. This is gonna be off, isn't it? It is. Okay, so have to have a weird wall like that in. Smoothly. They're both going in. Okay. So that'll be our sulfur lines in. Which I think will look fine. So next I want to start grabbing our assemblers. I need 36 of these guys. Grab some cable. leave us enough space that it feels comfortable in here. That there. That's one tile of space on this side. Over here. Tile of space on that side. I think that'll be fine. Alright, so divide that in half. We need 17 more on this side and 17 more on the other side. Which one I could split that up in 8, 16. No. 9, 18, 27, 36. So 9 of each. And make a split in the middle, maybe. Might look nice. Just so it's not all one big ol' long line. 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's nice too because that 9th one lines back up entirely with the square. Space though, because I don't want to go over here too far into this mess, but oh yeah, that'll be fun. 9, 18, and then we'll do the same thing down this other side. The annoying part will be slapping all the wires underneath this thing. I might just cut a hole in the middle and tuck all the wires underneath, since they're not going to be daisy chained together. Oops. Add one on there. Tired of getting political text messages. One, two. Six, 7, 8, 9. These are all going to be making compact coal. Paste all of these settings to each other. Kinda wondering how they're gonna do this on the console version, because you're not gonna be able to copy paste all these settings, I don't think, unless they have it like hotkeyed somehow. Okay, that's right. paste, paste, paste. Because, I mean, I use a scripted controller for this game that I made, but I still have to use the keyboard for some items. And that's also why I don't use the number wheel for selecting things, because I just use my controller, because I find it faster. For me, at least. It's what works for me, more or less. So, this is where our sulfur comes in. There. This way. Then I gotta figure out... I guess I'll have the sulfur go low. And I was gonna split it into 2 sections, but since I'm kind of limited on how tight I made this platform, probably leave it as 1 section together. Let's get all our splitters. And we're gonna have it go into the first ones. This one. And I know these style ones where it's just flow through. It doesn't like stack as evenly, so not all the machines will fill up right away. So I gotta wait for the backlog to catch up before everything fills up. But we can build all of these as 4s and then into the machines as 1s. These will be all single belts. Oops. This will be all 1 line of sulfur, 450 going into 18 assemblers. And then the other line, we're gonna have to do the same thing on the other side. We'll just bring that belt back down and around. Great. Ease here. Moved. Stay still. I don't like you. Go away. Good. Know what we'll do with him? Oops. No spawn ever again. Alright. Have some of these cables. More of this for splitters. We're gonna do the same thing on this side. We go down the line like this. BR18 on this side. That didn't line up right. Alright. Slow down, game. What do you think you're doing? And we'll do a belt line of 4 that I don't have the resources for in my inventory. Should be enough. Oh man. I was like, why does that one look funny? I think this guy's shooting fireballs underneath the map at me. Or underneath whatever platforms I'm on. I think he's mad because he can't reach me. Something didn't look right there. Yeah, I want to make sure you don't miss one of your assemblers. Then we'll do Mark 1s. Everything will be straight across. Unless you mess up like that. And we'll just bring this guy on over. 4, set it in like that. That is our sulfur lines connected. So coal, on the other hand, is going to be a little more difficult. Get them all lined up and ready to go. So, assuming I'm going to bring them in from this side. We'll probably go up by 2. Be kind of similar to what we did in our other factory. This, so coal will be going in those ones, and it'll come from underneath, from a logistics floor, and we'll bring it up via floor holes. This side and this side. So I go ahead and grab there. Put it around like that, so we'll be able to see the coal coming in. Might have to flip that other one around because I need the coal to go into the room, not out of the room. The coal goes up that lift, and then just to block this one off, we'll get some concrete pillars. Just chuck that right in the middle there. So that hole will be blocked off. Put a gold finish on it, we can put a copper finish on it. I'll go with the copper finish for now. Just because it's kind of keeping in theme with the factories that I've been doing. Copper. Oh, we might try a different look on some of these then. Maybe when we get to like the computer factories, we'll do like the Caterium color, just because the gold will match Caterium. So we'll have a 450 line and a 450 line coming up these two. So we'll make them go in via stack splitters. So stack splitters, how we have them. Just line them up with the machine. Line them in line with these. Take a minute to put them in, because we have to make sure that they're correctly lined up with each other and the machine itself. And I could have waited to put the belts down. Would have been way easier to stack these in, but you can just nudge them where you need them to go, and just make sure you're lined up. These are easy to make in the blueprint maker. You just stack 3 either mergers or splitters, and then you delete the 2 bottom ones and then save it as a blueprint. I will say the only thing you have to watch is that arrow that your blueprint has on it, because it doesn't always line up with where you put your input or output. So you kind of have to look at that and look at where it is on your blueprint and see what makes the most sense. Okay, that one's lined up, which it is. Because going back and trying to fix any of these if they're not lined up properly is going to be a pain. Especially if everything's together by that point. But I think this all looks correct. Nice to have your jetpack too while you're doing this as well, jumping on top of these. Do the same on this side. And I'm going to start down on the other end just so I can line these up easier. So let's go ahead and Grab our stack splitter. We'll lock it into place. Make sure we're lined up, which we aren't. Now we are. For that hole. Good. Sometimes the nice thing what you can do is you can start it off lined up with the machine and then kind of inch it back just to make sure where you're at. Sometimes the box can be deceiving as well though, so you have to watch that as well. I've never made a turbo fuel factory though before, so I'm interested to see how this turns out. Looking to get into, once we hit the next stages, I guess it's 7 and 8 is when you can start doing aluminum and then you go to rocket fuel. And that'll be cool to like upgrade our existing factories to support rocket fuel then. Which we'll have plenty of space in this area to do that. And I think it requires more sulfur too, which we have excess sulfur to be able to use if we need to upgrade things. That over. Oops. 2 more to do. This one. Inputs, we'll do this side. So then these are gonna come down as that and then in, I think. That would be the best way to do it. Instead of going up and down. I did think about doing this underneath as well, but I think it's just gonna look better like this to have them go kinda behind this wall here. Do the same thing with the other side. plates. Probably gonna run out of materials for some of the later stuff, but that's fine. Hopefully we can get done turbo fuel refineries today as well, which we should have time for them because they're all blueprinted together. It's just I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hook up the fuel ones today or not yet. I wanted to update our list too. So we did our prep. And we're currently on the compact coal setup. Go ahead and finish these. Probably have to be one of the biggest factories I've made. For power production, at least. Not counting the nuclear factories, because those are just ginormous. But I don't think I'm going to go super big with nuclear this time around, unless I need to. I might do, like, smaller reactor areas instead of doing big ones. We'll build like 3 reactors and power it like that instead of doing like a ton of them. And do like little smaller reactor plants. Which, I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of how real life is now looking forward to with nuclear reactors, where they're going from like mass power plants to like micro reactors, where you wouldn't even know that it's really a nuclear plant unless you knew. Alright, so those are all wired up. Go ahead and decide where these are going to come down and meet up. Our coal is over that direction. Let us... we need that top one. Drop down a foundation level. Because I don't really need to go any lower than this. These guys. That's about as low as I'll need to go. Yeah, we'll hook that. And we'll send this one that direction. Hook those up and figure out where I want this to come up at. Probably gonna be right here. I don't know if I should go lower though, just in case. We should probably send the compact coal going below, huh? Too. We'll figure this out. Second. Leave that there. And we'll put a temporary wall. I'm gonna go in as low as we can go right there. And we'll hook this up. And see where I want it to go. get our Mark 4 belts. This one, same way. Fine. And we'll go ahead and start our little coal plants, or coal miners, to get those up and functioning so I can figure out where these are all connecting up at. And get some more supplies. Just want some more Mark 4 materials. So I have to decide which ones I'm using. I could use these three, it'd probably be the best bet. Listen. Stop shooting at me, I don't appreciate that. I think that's what I will use. Let's grab our foundation. Go ahead and build our Mark II. Build this actually. This is fine. Go ahead and put a temporary wall. Gauge the foundation height that I need. It's weird too, look at this spot, it's just sloped funky. So nothing's ideally lined up, but you can kind of make it work. How you do these, you just have to delete one, kind of just look at the node and see where you want it. Put it in like that, and then block it off again. And this one's gonna be the same way. Look at this. It's not liking that. Let's do this one instead. Get out of here. Let me me to place it like this then. Just trying to put it in the ground, I think. Yeah, it is. If I delete those two, does it let me put it up above? No. Alright, so then we'll just go down like this. This one's not the prettiest thing, but oh well. Foundations. Oh man, that's gonna look wonky. Let's go up by 2 then. I think that's the highest it's gonna let me place it. Yeah. So it'll be half, but it won't matter anyways. That one's gonna be coming up here. This is gonna have to go. Chainsaw. I forgot these give me silica. Weird. Okay. So those ones, let's get this all hooked up here. I just need to make sure that this hooks up properly. So 120. Do 300. We all need to do 300, so they're all getting triple power sharded. That's good. I need to decide how we're getting from here over to there. Go ahead and just grab some foundations. Kind of guesstimate this out. This is up higher. How many meters up higher though is the question. Might be 3, might be 4. It's 3. Okay. Well, that's fine even. We can work with that, I think. Okay, so this is gonna have to go there. Be a level like that. This one is also going to have to come up to there, I believe. A little bit higher than that. And that should be the right height. It looks good. Right. And this one is gonna have to make 2 mergers. But this isn't gonna be perfectly straight just because of that being off. That'll be fine. Same thing with this one. Perfectly straight, but that should do like that. And then this guy is going to have to split in half. And they're not going to be straight either. And they're going to be a little funky. I might just make you, instead of, I might just slope in like that. It's probably going to be the best for you. 150, 150. That's gonna do it for you. And for you. Can delete all of this excess. Don't need any of that. You guys can stay connected, you can stay separate, and then the rest of this will just go up this way as 450 lines. And they're low enough that I don't think they'll be in the way of anything in particular. When it comes to this factory. Delete the rest of this. Grab our Mark 4s. Snap those up, bring them down. All of this over this way. More industrial beams. We are burning through these guys real fast. Probably gonna run out, actually. I mean, I have enough being made, but I'm probably gonna run out of the stuff that I have here before we finish all the refineries. Those ones are hooked up. Now I need to some power lines for this. guy and this guy together. Bring them, follow this down. It's way too long. Probably snap something to the ceiling now. Then we'll figure out where it goes from probably here. So let's get these guys hooked up too. While I'm at it. Some more belt work. Delete the standing frames then from those ones. Those frames can stay for now, because I won't need to mess with them. Those. I'm not sure if I'll put the frame on the... I probably should put the frame on this right away, just so I can run power along it. Not sure exactly how I want the frame. I guess I'm gonna do 2 individuals. That makes the most sense to me, at least. Oh, there. Sometimes if you're stuck in the slide animation too, you just fling yourself right off a platform. Okay. Do that. Do this. Up to you. So all our belt work hooked up. Now, ow. Get some architecture. Go to our small frame pillars. And then do the same on this side. All the way down. Mark 4 belts kind of look a bit strange in these, but it's alright. That only made 8, not 10. Alright, so there's that. Oh boy. Thank you, jetpack. Watch those belts, they'll fling you right off. Do I want to go up this high with these? So I could come down maybe 2 foundations worth. Get our big frames again. I'm just gonna let them line up like that. Let's do that like that. Oops. Then I'm gonna have to make a temporary wall on this side to do what we did over there. Get this on the side. Does this line up with? Oh, not bad. I didn't notice the overlap there. Oh yeah, that'll work. Go ahead and get rid of these little bits. And we'll get rid of these. I don't know what's going on with the textures still. Kind of bamboozles me because everything else works fine. It's just the textures act wonky for some reason. And I don't know if it's a thing with my recording stuff or that works, because it doesn't do it. It only does it in this world, which is strange too. It doesn't do it in other worlds that I've been on lately. So I don't know why it's like rendering down. I need some beams. Do I have any beams over here is the question. I have a few. Y'all hang out there like good little cherubs. Go sits down. Gotta do a big support frame underneath these guys. It's gonna let me snap it. Not really. Let me snap a foundation. That's weird that that's not on the world grid. Okay, well then let's do singular ones if that's not connected to the world grid right now. Just leave that like that. Then we need to connect this guy somewhere over here. I'll run it on the outer one, I guess. Why not? double. So weird too, because if I go ahead, pull out one of these, fixes them. Everything's fine and dandy now. I don't know why it does that weird bug. And now everything's down textured again. Oh, that's gonna be a single, not a double. Ow. Close enough. Alright, buddy. Oh. Not. Rude. Okay, so got this up. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these middle foundations. Hoping I have enough space for all this. All deleted. Let's go ahead and get our nice white balls here. Put those in, and then we're gonna run this down underneath. Alright. So now we just gotta connect all these things on power lines. Go like right underneath these guys. You know what, that's pulling them too far up. I need to push it back, I think, towards the middle line there. Yeah, I think that's gonna look better. Kind of try to keep it lined up with the center of the machine as well. There. It's always good to have logistics floors. can just tuck everything away that you don't want people to see. You do one of two options. Have those like back hallways like I did in the plastic and rubber factory, or do it like this. Or sometimes industrial looks good, and sometimes it doesn't. I haven't decided though yet how I want to do refineries for this one, because I'm gonna drop these down into a hole, but then if this is our flat level, they're gonna have to go up for the refineries. I also might do 2 levels of refineries instead of doing it all on 1 level. Then again, I have multiple refineries to do, not just the turbo fuel. One. Snap all of these together now. You. Let's hook all these guys up to each other, and then we'll run a line on the other side then. That one there. Now we'll get the line from there. There to there. So now all those guys are hooked up to each other. Now to get rid of all of this stuff together. So I want to do mergers. I'm gonna do 2 lines of them. We're gonna split into 450 and 450. last ones. Boom and boom. I'm gonna exit these out the same way. Looking at different colors. Can't say I like any of them on this swatch. Let's do a copper finish on them for now. Let's close these guys up. So the Mark IVs are going to go down the middle. These. Connect to these guys like this. Each of these are producing, what, 25 per minute? So, again, it'll end up to 450 on each side, which will then go to 2 different areas for turbo fuel. 450 is 900. Then get our single belts. Oh my goodness, what did I do to you? 7, 8, and 9. Alright. So that is our compact coal setup pretty much done. Why can't you not stop clipping? Unlike your other friend who's not clipping. Well, that doesn't matter. Time off. And we'll mark our compact coal as complete. Oops. Is that off our list? Alright, so let's see what we have left to do now for this step. So 900 and 900 go into 36. And then that's split into 30 refineries and 30 refineries. To make our turbo fuel. So, probably gonna do that over here. Three, 6, 9, 12, 15. 12, 15. That'll give me 30. Let's get our resource that we need for this. Some pipes. Need some wire. Or cable, I should say. That. One of these. And some motors. I just need to see how I want to split this again. Let's lock that into place. Scooch that up. Like that. There. And we'll get this, what, 3 spaces apart, and we'll do the same thing. Lock that like that. It gives us a little more room in the back on this side. I might scooch it this way more, so we're gonna do like that instead. one of these, and then we'll put him right there. Three, 6, 9. 12. Oh, and one side's gonna be more than the other, isn't it? Oh wait, no it's not, because it's 30 and 60, so 3, 6, 9, 12. 6, 9, 12, 15. Same thing here. 3, 6. 9, 12. 15. We'll tell you now that this final factory will stretch over the void a bit, just because of how many fuel plants have to be stacked unless I build upwards with it. Could also build over this way too, which I think I will put the actual fuel over this way. Just because it will take up too much space if I don't. No, Sierra, no spider fights. Why? Yeah, there's a bunch of them down here. Get a bomb for him. Hello, you miserable creatures. Hit. Oh! What? Hey Jenny, how's it going? Woo! I hate spiders! Just popping in to say hi, wish you a great day. Awesome stream, as always. Thank you Jenny, appreciate it. Ugh. I hope you're happy, that was like 4 of them at the same time. You. Pure iron there? That. You as well. See, this is prime entertainment. I hate spiders. Gotta run show my support to the others, you know. Yeah, I do know how that is. Hey, no worries, man. Appreciate you stopping by. So I got 15 of these guys. And I got another 15 of them to do. And I'm sure spiders hate you too, just as they do every member of Shelob's Bane Covenant. But especially the founder. You claiming I founded that? Because that is an factual statement. Shelob's Bane has been from the times before and forever. Get this to our handy dandy turbo fuel recipe. Copy that. And we'll control V. Down these guys. The founder Samwise Genji. Gotcha. That spider was freaky. I did not like that thing in Lord of the Rings. But they bear a special hatred for you after you slaying of their broodmother. Definitely in Grounded, I definitely slayed that monster. That was an awful, awful creature. And the infected broodmother was not cool at all. If you remember that battle. Alright, so we have 15s of those. And then I need to make another set. Oh boy. So we're gonna go up a bunch of floors. So this will clear, but what will... Okay, that'll put that there, so I need to go up one more. This will be... Make her eat the flintstone. Glintstone? Dark Moon, Greatsword, for that one. I don't remember, were there any spider bosses in... Well, technically spider bosses are in Dark Souls, but not really like an actual, like, insect spider, per se. Like, of its own, because, I mean, Quelaag was more or less a, like, half spider, half lady. But not really. Okay, I'm gonna have to cover this stuff up. And then how many over is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. It's 9 over. This is 10. And this will be 11. I'm gonna run out of platforms for this, but that's fine. Let's get our down. Prey is a spider boss in Dark Souls 2. Possession of Thief's Soul. Gotcha. I didn't play Dark Souls 2, so I would not know. To be 100% honest. Four out. And that brings it too far. We'll slice those off. And same thing with the other side. I need to give him some more foundations though. Oh man. Starting to run out of supplies. I could have sworn I brought a bunch of more stuff over here, but I guess I was wrong. So I was pretty sure I filled all those containers at some point. Oh, that was the bean. I was like, what the hell was that? The beans make funny noises. This is what? 3? I'm just gonna zoop these in. And I'm out of concrete. Lovely jubbly. Alright, we're gonna have to go back and get some more of that then. It's coming together so far, pretty nice. I don't have enough for these towers, do I? No, I need concrete for those too. Well, never mind. Well, thanks for the damage. Maybe at the end of this we'll look into opening up some of the pocket storage stuff, because this is getting a little hassle. I should say getting to be a little hassle. I'm gonna need a bunch of this. I should grab some more the other stuff too while I'm at it. The plates. Sharon, I'll have to tell you that chicken noodle soup was delicious. I had today. I could not deliver your message though, because he was not home, by the way. I know. I didn't even realize he was making it, but I think he did mention it to me. I just didn't remember. It's not that one, I want this one. May I possibly have a small sample bowl if I visit? You may. Plenty of soup still. Bring some beef tips in exchange. I like a fair trade. I need to update my question of the stream at some point. We're already deep into fall with all the new releases. Oh. Wonderful. My headset battery is low. That's what I get though for not charging it. It'll be fine. I wonder if I can charge it while I play. Let me try that real fast. Just land here for a second. Oh yeah, we can play like this. Should be fine. It's weird having the charger cord on the mic. Alright, so we have a stack of foundries there, and we're gonna have another stack up here. This will be a logistics floor on these guys. And then we're gonna have to go up another floor. That's not what I wanted. Nudge this on over this way. It's not even where I want it to be. Regardless. Really gonna make me... Okay. Fine. Do it like this then. Be extra. Let's lock that. Oh man, really? Come on. Blueprints are a little finicky sometimes. that so hard to do what I wanted to do there? Let's go ahead and put these in. That here. Soup the rest of this in. And we'll line that up with the fourth one, it looks like. Who are these guys? 15, 30. I need more of the stuff. The pipe. That. Oops. Inventory's full. Get rid of some of this excess stuff. And then motors. Go. So this one be on the fourth tile here. No, I didn't mean to build that. In the place. My front end lined up. It back that way. Just make sure that's correct down here, which does look like it. Out of curiosity, I just want to look at this side. As long as these line up with each other, that's all that really matters to me. And both the downstairs and upstairs are even with each other as well. Which they should be with this layout. So let me snap them to each other. So 3, 6. This is number 9. 15. And same thing on this side. 6. 9. 12. Oops. And 15. That is all of these ones done. Let's Control V, paste our recipes in. Same thing on this side. And we'll hook these up with power. And the cable. Do I not have any cable here? I am completely out of cable. Oh, no, I'm not. I lie. I lie like rug. And we go up. Hook these guys to each other. And then same thing here. That is our refineries for our turbo fuels all in. So now it's a matter of getting compact coal over to them, and then need to do our fuel plants, which we need 34 of those. If I look at the blueprint, not exactly 34, but it's 33.75, which is 1,100, or 1,012.5, which gives us 1,350 fuel, which is what we need. And then it's another 25 refineries for 500 rubber. We do that then. I can always do a little plastic here too, just to maybe even if I want to make turbo fuel into canisters, but I think I might hold off on that. So they might make packaged fuel over at the other plant. Just with some of that excess fuel. Once we get all 150 of these up and running, and we have plenty of power. So 34 of these. So 15, 30, 30, 34. I don't think I have enough inventory space to hold any of that, all of that. I'm going to start out with a few. And see where we go from there. Get some of that in there. Start out with this amount and see where it gets us to. My question is, how do I want to do this exactly? Because I'm thinking this is going to be our main walkway channel here. The could do it across from this. Why do it across from this? You are savage, Kimmy. No more bees? Yeah. I think so. Oh, you did get a mod made. You'll have to send it to me. I actually do think I am ending that series soon for... It's the one farm mod. That's cool. Yeah, I think I am ending my modded Minecraft series on that 1.12.2 pack soon. This is heresy. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I might want to go for another different mod pack. I might want to try the create mod. I also might want to try some like other mods, like maybe do like a scary mod or something like that too. Or I might do just a bedrock playthrough with some of my buddies. Yeah, they made that jumping spider mod. I'll cry. I'll absolutely cry, Cam. There's spiders that jump in this game and they freak me out. I think what I'm going to do here... They're scurry. Spiders are scurry. I think we're gonna start this 3 wide and then start our refineries. It's a PNG. Not even a model. I think you did send it to me, actually. I think I do recall that, actually. Alright. Let's throw these refineries in. I want the hallway to be 3 wide, so I kind of want to start from here, but in the middle, like that. Yeah, boy. I think like that. Where we should start these. Because if you think about it, I did pretty much just about everything in that modded Minecraft world. From there might be like a few, like, I didn't finish all the mod packs, but I've at least touched every single mod that was in that, just about, give or take some things that I just didn't know how to do. These OGBs, but it's cute spiders, and they have, yeah, I remember that. Okay, so that's 3. Need to put a second line. Yeah. Spiders in this game attack. They're mean. That generally keeps this area clearish. Yeah, I know you mean Minecraft. I was just saying. Also, the mod I had made is our mod. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, that's way more than I've ever done. Coding all that and stuff is very complicated. There's 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, that's cool. It works with all the mods. That's kind of nifty. It's like a little pocket dimension for your mob resources. Be like you throw a cow in there and then you get milk out of the block and stuff like that. Well, yeah, it's not really like a pocket dimension, but it's like a you put the animal in a block and you get the resource out of it. Is what I mean. Yeah. You can breed the blocks. Yeah, one mob per block. 3, 6, 9, 18. I might have overestimated how many I actually need of these. 24. Five, 6, 7. Oh yeah, I definitely overestimated how much I needed for that. The other mod is gonna be, yeah. Aren't they all? I mean, you had to pay somebody to do it, yeah. pipes. Oh, it can't be. Deleted all your messages. Alright. Damn Java to hell. That's funny. Let us do that. You dang dong. Oh, great. Now I've lost track of my count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. There's 30 here. I need 4 more, basically. I way overestimated this. Alright, and these are all going to be regular fuel recipe. Copy those. Now time to paste. Oh. You're pasting the right thing, which I am. Yeah, the auto mods try to keep it family friendly. So, sorry. I get mad. With bad words. So we have 34 fuel refineries. Since when? Since always. Never changed them. It's just certain words are worse than other words that it doesn't like. I'm always family friendly. Well, I try to be. At least semi. Sometimes you get a few little bad words out of me, but... It's not been 18 plus, but not PG. Yeah, it's like PG-13.
Your waves lap at our shores. When will you land?
I'm sorry, what? The heck? Excuse you. Settle down there, artifact. You too, Bean, wherever you are. There you are. Stop making creaky noises. I don't like that. I mean, yes, I guess it's set for mature technically, but... I don't know. Semantics. So these are fuel refineries, and what is it? 40 times 32 is 34, 60. So I need... what? That to do... 32. So I need 60 out of that, right? No. 70. So 35 and 35 will be 70 out of these guys. And 35. Okay, so 40. Oops. 1280 plus 70 is my 1350 that I need. That should be correct. Which is over. So 2, 3, 4. 4 full tiles. So that'll be 3 then. I'll have it raised up, I guess. That'll most likely go down. I have like a balcony to walk over on these ones. And so I have something to walk down this one. And this will go down that way. And I'll just leave that open for now. Alright, so those refineries are in. Let me mark this off our list too now. That's everything on our list for today that I wanted to get done. So we'll have to hook these all up then, and those all up then as well. I gotta figure out where I'm putting that rubber production in at, too, which might end up being over here. I just don't want to go too far over into the void, but I'm gonna have to with the actual, like, fuel plants to do those. Unless I have them as, like, an offshoot branch, like over here, above the lake. So I might have to do that as well. Just waiting for a second. Cause I gotta bring all that oil from over there. I do have a little bit of space still to use if I want to on this side. But I do need to remember I need a staircase up to get up to there. I could always do it up top. I need to remember I want to build more vertical than horizontal. We could do a second thing of refineries up top here of pretty much rubber. And we'll do the fuel plants, I think, on the other side. I think that's probably what we should do. Get this over top of these guys. But we'll cut these two off. We'll expand out this way like that. Let's lock that in place. Some more this stuff. I think it's just gonna be best if we get the main machines in and stuff like that, and then we can do all the pipe work around them. Where did I put my concrete? There it is. I only need 25 of these. Just slice these off. Could leave it as 24 and overclock one, I guess. How much is 25 doing of this, though? $40. 25 times 40. 1,000. So 12.5 of that's not getting used. Gotcha. How much? 3, 6, 9, 12, 24. And I need to do that next floor up too. I need my logistics floor in there. together. Let's do it on this one. 3, 4, 6. Found these. Close this one off. Alright, so there we go. Halfway. Around these ones, so there we go. And this is my tip. Chain refineries. Lock into place. It went on the line. We put these guys. Right. Yeah. Oh wait. This is on that line. I think. Can't really tell. I think that looks right. Because that's lined up with that line. So if I come up here, yeah, that's lined up with that line. It'll be fine. In the place. Looks right to me. Three, 6. Let's fly down here. P6. This is number 9. Actually, that's more than 9, isn't it? Hey, Silver. How's it going? The 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is 16, 17, 18. Working on a turbo fuel factory right now. It's 18, 19, 20, 20, so we'll have 24, and then maybe I should just overclock one. I'm gonna have to come out an extra foundation square. Let's put down here into this floor. Tried playing a game on my old gaming laptop. 5 frames. Oof, man. I can understand that. It's crazy to think how far games have come and like needing graphics improvements and all that stuff. I mean, that's pretty old though for what games were that many years ago. I mean, you think of the console improvements too between the 2010s and 2020. You went from 360 and PS2, PS3 to now we're on like Xbox X and the whole what is it, PS5 now. So that's pretty crazy. And then PCs have just exploded in quality and all that. Oh yeah, PS5 Pro is the new one. You're right. But then again, who can even get a PS5 Pro these days? Alright. How many was I on? 3, 6, 9. 6, 9. I have 18. A 3060 Ti? Oof. Yeah. Old. My computer's running about 2 years old at this point, but I'm due for some new graphics units and all that, all the processors and stuff. I need to upgrade soon, I think. Cause this game is even starting to tank sometimes. 500 Canadian. I don't know what that is USD. It's not a bad price though for back then. I have buddies that still play on gaming laptops and stuff like that, so. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw a shard into one of these. Copy this down the line here. Give me 1 second. Copy and paste all these. CPU is the bottleneck. Oh. Change the thermal paste, the laptop, and overheating now. Oof. Or it's not overheating. Gotcha. Okay. I was gonna say, as long as it's not overheating, that's good. I know, like, my laptop's about 10 years old, but it can't handle any of the new, like, graphics stuff, and it keeps having battery issues, so I think the battery is shot on that thing. So that's why I never play with my PC anymore, or my laptop anymore. What would happen if I changed one of these to... I need 25. How much, though, is it asking for if I use this? 60 and 20 water, and this is using 40 water and 40. So I'd need more, but I could probably knock that down to 10. It's 10 plastic per minute, and that's only using 30 and 10. So 40 and 10. If I want to make empty cases here, I need 10 to make... How much plastic is this making? 10? And if I knock this down to, what? 20? I only need 10, and then I build one of these packages that I can't read right now. Just scoot on over here and get my supplies. I build packages. So that's giving me 20, and that's giving me 20 per minute. So I could do that. Very doable. Let's do 10. I can do that and have it at like an odd number, so I think I'll keep that as that, just so I can make canisters and then packages. Actually, I don't really need a package of biofuel or turbo fuel though. No, let's just do rubber. I think rubber is just gonna be the best bet right now. Then we'll scrap any any excess that we don't use of poly. And that'll shred that with two shredders. So this will all be rubber then. Let's just hook these up together. Then we'll decide what we need to do for next time. So I'm not gonna get any of those. Then we'll just keep all the turbo fuel in the network rather than cutting down on our fuel production. But that's all that's set up. Just land up here. I'm gonna write down what we need to do for next time and off air. So, oops. So off air, I need to plan area for our fuel, an area for fuel gens. Then on air, we will do, we'll do our fuel first, so oil to fuel. Oil to fuel production. Then we'll do next. Once that's done, we'll do we'll connect our turbo fuel production. Connect the turbo fuel production. And after that's done, we will connect poly for rubber. Then we'll do our water production. Rubber, and then we will do our fuel gens. Will be the last. Turbo fuel gens, we'll call them. And that may move to off air, but I definitely want to plan this out a while. It'll be for episode 12. But hey, we got our whole list done pretty much for today too. So I'm gonna have to get more supplies as well. But I probably won't start decorating this factory till it's all done, just because I want to make sure that we have enough space for everything. So again, we'll do a little fuel production, then we'll connect the turbo fuel production up with the compact coal and the fuel, and then we'll do our poly for the rubber, and then the water production for the rubber, and then lastly we'll connect that turbo fuel that's being produced up to the generator field. But I just need to plan the area for the fuel gens. Honestly, I might just put the fuel gens down too while I'm at it. So place 150. Fuel gens, so we have them. That way, they'll be all laid out and ready to go. Then all we have to do is connect everything up next episode. And then we can start designing things after the fact. So, I think that is a good list of things that we'll do next time. So, I'm gonna drop a save real fast. Okay. I think that is where we are going to call it for today. Thank you everyone that did come out to support the video and stream. As per usual, past streams can be found on YouTube at Divi1212, behind the scenes video live notifications on Twitter, or X nowadays, at Divi1212TV, and in our Discord, the Divination Station. If you did enjoy what you watched, if you have any thoughts, opinions, do feel free to drop a like and or a comment on the video if you're catching us on the YouTube side, and let me know what you think and where I can improve some stuff. Other than that, I'll catch you guys all in the next one.